good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. Welcome back for another edition of Dorman's Corner. These are some things that you need to know. The first thing is ebooks. If we haven't already discussed it together, let's hear it again. Folks, it's very, very simple. There's a 3-step process. If you have a device that's going to be an Apple, like an iPhone or an iPad, you're going to download the iEnigma app onto your device. Now, this app is right here. All it is a QR code reader. Please shake your head yes and tell me that you know what a QR code is. Yes? Okay, very, very good. Folks, so you can get any free QR code reader for your device. However, this one we've already checked it out and it doesn't have any ads or anything. It's not going to do anything weird to your phone. I can't make that promise on other apps. But you can go ahead and search apps on your Android device that are QR code readers that are free, all right? I just can't verify that they are or not gonna have a bunch of ads. You open the iEnigma QR code reader app and you're gonna go ahead and scan the QR code of the book that you want. We currently have a binder in the Media Center that has all of our ebooks, okay? And so, for instance, we have sports and entertainment. Maybe you want to check out a book from us on science, weird science. Or perhaps, you know, history is more to your taste. Whatever your choice, you're going to go ahead and go through the ebooks, choose the one that you want. Once you find one that's interesting to you, say about, I don't know, the Porsche 911 perhaps, you're going to open the QR code app on your phone and you're going to go ahead and scan this right here. You might have to tilt the page a little bit depending to make sure that there's not a glare. Once you do that, you're going to click on the web address. That will take you straight to the complete book in about 10 seconds or so, especially when you're on the Wi-Fi. And you can also send it from your iPhone. I know for a fact that you can send it to your Chromebook. If you have Drive, Google Drive already on your phone or your iPad, you can go ahead and send it straight to your Drive. That means you can access it on your Chromebook. Super easy, okay? So come by, see me, we'll take care of that for you. The next thing is the 5-finger rule for books. This is for fiction books, and I want you to know this because your Lexile is important. You've already heard of this score. In fact, some of you have already taken tests again to see if you have increased your Lexile score so far this year. You know, I don't care if your Lexile score is here. I don't care where you start. Wherever you start, this is where you're going to finish. You're going to increase your Lexile by the end of the year. That's your goal for yourself. That's our goal for you as well. Did you know that I had a goal for you in the Media Center? Oh, yeah, totally. Anyway, what you're going to do to make sure that you get a just right book, that's what this is about. Because you can come and say, Miss Dorman, what Lexile is this book? And I can totally look it up for you. But the fastest thing for you to do is the 5-finger rule. Here goes. You're going to choose a fiction book off of the shelf that you like, that you enjoy, and you're going to go ahead and see if it's a right book for you. You're going to read any page out of the book. That's going to be a full page. You're going to go ahead and read that page to yourself in your brain. You don't have to read it out loud in the stacks. I don't want you to be embarrassed. And you're going to go ahead and read it to yourself and see how many words that you don't know what they are or you don't know how to say them. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate out loud for you. We went down the bank to a flat place. Snatch and knelt in the bushes. I dozed off. Chicken legs raced back and forth through my dreams. When I heard the train whistle, I woke right up. Snatch and, whatever that word is, jumped to their feet. The train was coming toward us. I don't know. And steaming, slowing way down to round the bend. That one, yelled Snatch, pointing at the train. That car, see it? The red one. I see it, Snatch, he yelled. Then go, go, cried Snatch. And he climbed up that bank as fast as his big body would go, his arms flapping like he was trying to fly. I took off too, or tried to, but I was caught in the bushes. So long, doggy, Snatch said. That's when I saw that I was tied. I barked, but he had already dived through the open door of the red train car. He held out his hand for Snatch to leap up, and then they were both inside. The train began to gather speed. I saw him lean out the door so far he almost fell. Spot, he cried. Spot, come on. Come on, we're going to California. All right, how many fingers am I holding up? 2 fingers? Good. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and refer to this up here. And basically, if you've read a whole page and you have no words that are too hard for you, or maybe just one word, that book is probably going to be too easy for you. That is like if you went into the gym and you picked up this marker and you're like, I'm going to work out. I'm going to increase my muscle mass. And really, with a marker? With less than a pound? No, you're really not, okay? You're not challenging your muscles enough to go ahead and increase your muscle mass. So why would you use a marker in the weight room? You wouldn't. It's not appropriate. You wouldn't use a book that's too simple for you. However, if you have up to 2 to 3 words per page for the whole page now, the whole page, that are too hard for you, that is actually a just right book. Let me tell you a secret that not a lot of people know or will talk about. But reading is not super duper easy. You're still learning, you're still growing, there are a lot of things that you have to learn. So it's okay if something's a little bit too hard for you. That's how you grow. If you go into the weight room and I got, let's just be generous and say I got a 45 pounds worth of weights and I'm gonna go ahead and bench press that. That's gonna be hard for me. At the beginning, I might only be able to do 4 or 5 reps at a time. And then I have to come back later and do some more. But in 2 weeks, after I've been bench pressing that 45 pounds, getting pretty easy. I'm getting able to do like 8 to 10 reps per set. So I might need to go ahead and increase to 50 pounds. Does that make sense? That's what your book is going to be like. 2 to 3 words per page that are too hard for you. That book is going to be just right because it's going to stretch you. You're going to have to sound those words out. You're going to have to work a little bit harder to get that book read, and that's appropriate. That gets your Lexile to keep going up because you're working on it. You're reading the words around it to figure out what's going on in the story, okay? If you have 4 words per page that are too hard, that's okay to try it. Rock on, especially if it's a really, really interesting book to you and you want to try it. If you have 5 or more words per page that are too hard for you, that's like me trying to pick up this TV, if it weighs like 100 or 150 pounds and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to bench press this TV and it's going to be super awesome and wonderful. And I'm going to hurt myself. It's not appropriate, okay? So if you get a book that's too hard for you, it's not going to help your Lexile because you can't read it. You'll be frustrated. Don't choose that, okay? So 2 to 3 words per page. That's a just right book for you. That's how you can find out something to help your Lexile easily, quickly, and you know that I'll help you find your Lexile as well on a book if you want it really, really badly. Not a problem. But this is a way for you to do it in the media center and have charge over it yourself, okay? Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. See you next time.